Saturday shop. I'm gonna show you everything that I got properly. There are some really exciting things right now. I'll show you after I eat my breakfast. Fancy a shakshuka? I've got some really good eggs. Shakshuka pending, grabbed my eggs, and I found these cute little red peppers this morning. It's the little things that make me happy. What I'm about to do is definitely not a classic shakshuka step. I'm gonna add in some butter beans. I'm also gonna add in some Kalamata olives because I just thought it would be a nice touch. It is perfect. I'm gonna put some coriander and some parsley on top and just dive into this. I haven't got any bread. I need some proper bread. Yum. Shakshuka's never great looking to serve, but for the flavors, I know I said I would do the food haul next, it's coming, but before we do the food haul, there's something that I want to share with you. I want to give a big thank you to this week's sponsor, which is Waterdrop. I've heard so many things about this A1 Waterdrop reverse osmosis hot cold water dispenser, so yeah, let's do this. Let's check out what's in the box. Waterdrop specialize in developing efficient water purifiers, providing safe and clean drinking water for you and your family. For me personally, having access to pure water, not only for drinking, but just for the general preparation of my food in my kitchen is just so important. It's a really important factor for me. I love the fact that the setup is so easy. In the box, you get one dispenser, 2 filters, a CF filter, which is a pre-sediment and carbon block filter, which lasts up to 6 months, along with a RO filter, a reverse osmosis membrane filter, which lasts up to 12 months. It is installation free. It fits perfectly anywhere. It's ideal for your office, for your kitchen. Amazing for a busy person like me who wants a quick, efficient, no fuss, easy to set up water dispenser. I'm gonna share with you what makes this A1 Waterdrop reverse osmosis hot cold water dispenser so incredible. So firstly, it has a 6-stage filtration system that ensures you are drinking water free from impurities like fluoride, PFAS, heavy metals, pesticide residues, the list goes on. The UV sterilizer ensures you are drinking safe, sterilized water, and the water, let me tell you, it tastes really good. It tastes amazing. Can we just take a minute to appreciate the design? I love the fact that it will conveniently fit in all spaces and it will work well with all kitchen interiors. It looks so gorgeous in my kitchen. I can't get over the fact that it features an OLED screen display with smart touch design. This will show you the filter lifespan remaining, the water capacity, and the water temperature. There are 6 temperature options ranging from 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 203 degrees Fahrenheit. The TDS, which is the total dissolved solids, is readable on the smart panel. This feature makes it a dream to use. It's so easy, so simple to navigate. It's the only water filter that you will find that has refrigerated grade compressors. So that means you can have cold water at the touch of a button in 1 second. And when I say 1 second, I mean 1 second. You'll be able to get 5 standard cup volumes, so this will cater to your water needs and preferences. My absolute favorite feature is the hot water dispenser, where you can have hot water in 3 seconds. I can only imagine the reduction in my need to buy water bottles, the money I will save, the reduction in plastic bottles. It's just a win-win. So if you're interested in making a purchase, or perhaps what I've spoken about today has just prompted you to think about the water that you're drinking on a daily basis, and you want to do a little bit more research, I would definitely encourage you to head over to the Waterdrop website. All of the links can be found in my description box. Go click on those links. Once you head over to the Waterdrop website, you will see that there are many filters to choose from. There is something for everyone. I really hope this has just prompted you just to kind of consider the quality of water that you are drinking, the quality of water that you have in your home or your office or wherever it be, just to think about the overall importance of safe, clean water for you and your family. Did my little shopping run this morning and I've just laid everything out. I went to the farmer's market first of all and then popped to Food for All, grabbed a couple of things from there. I've definitely showed you Food for All before. It's like a great little shop in Hackney. We've left summer, even though I'm holding on to a few things like tomatoes. I picked up one cucumber because honestly, once it hits October, I don't want to see another cucumber until summer, but I thought let me just grab one just in case I fancy it in the week. One vegetable that I do hold on to until the very end are courgettes. So holding on to my courgettes. It is heavy bag season right now. Everything is heavy. Heavy squash, beetroot, carrots, swedes, celeriac, potatoes, you name it, root vegetables are the one during this time of year. I love to have a variety of squash. This week I picked up some kabuka squash, which I love just as much as I love red curry actually, because red curry is known to be my number one, but kabuka is definitely a strong contender. It has a really kind of rich flavor. Other autumn kind of winter staples for me is the humble cabbage. I've been really hot on making green soups, and the base of my green soups has been broccoli. This broccoli is out of this world. I mean, just look at these leaves, and I throw everything in, like nothing goes to waste. The stalk of a broccoli is actually my favorite part of a broccoli. It's delicious. Also grabbed some chard. Along with chard, I've got some spinach and some rocket. So a few of my best finds this week. I've got like 4 things that I am so excited about. First being these borlotti beans. I need to come closer to the camera to show you. The woman who I bought these from said that they're kind of like in between fresh and dried. They actually don't need soaking, but I do have to cook them for quite a hefty amount of time. But I've never cooked with kind of like semi-fresh dried borlotti beans, so I'm really excited about that. Look at these. These long beans are like nothing that I've ever seen. I got some purple and some green ones, but they are, yeah, they are very, very long. It's so rare to find local grapes. These are from a farm in Sussex, and every year around this time I get them from the same guy. They are really, really tasty. They're seeded. They're like a proper grape, like nothing that you would ever get from a supermarket. This is like the real deal. I also found these tomateos. I think I'm saying it right. If I'm not, correct me in the comments, but I'm gonna make like a salsa with them definitely during the week. So a staple of mine, some eggs. I got a few boxes. Also picked up lots of apples and pears, some Spartan apples, which are really, really sweet, and some russet apples. And then a little quick stop at Food for All. The main reason why I went, why did I go? I wanted to grab some magnesium, which I got some liquid magnesium, and I wanted to get this herb blend. This is an iron-rich herb blend with rose hips, nettle, and burdock. So I'm gonna be like steeping it. I've got instructions actually. I'm gonna be steeping it overnight and then just kind of like sipping on it during the day. The staff in Food for All are always wonderful. My first ever YouTube video was filmed in Food for All, and I talk about that place all the time. I also got some amaranth. When it hits October, I just want my sweet potato amaranth porridge. One of my favorite porridge recipes ever. I'm actually heading to go and get my hair done now. I'm gonna get it braided. I'm gonna catch up with you tomorrow in my kitchen for a very chilled Sunday, but I'm sure there'll be lots of food involved. See you tomorrow. I've really gotten into doing, not at home Pilates, but Pilates in my gym, and I've been loving it. I used to always have this like lower back pain. Like sometimes I'd wake up and be like, you know, literally having to hold the lower part of my back to kind of like prop myself up. I have no pain since starting Pilates. It's only been like 2 weeks, but it's changed everything for me. I'm not doing reformer Pilates, just in case any of you are wondering. I'm just doing kind of regular, I guess, kind of with a teacher in a class type of Pilates, but it's been so amazing for my body. So this morning you just saw me doing like a YouTube Pilates class, but I do feel that there is a huge difference in actually going to a class with a trained teacher who can like instruct you when you're kind of like doing things wrong. I guess this time of year, I just want cooked apples. I want cooked apples for breakfast, like the first thing that I have. Baking apples is just my thing. I stuff them with raisins and like coconut oil, put them in the oven. Oh my God, they just collapse. Like the apples collapse, they're really good. I'm gonna show you how I do it. And I'll probably have like a few eggs, just the normal eggs, vegetables, you know how I get down, but I wanna show you these kind of like cinnamon apple things. So let's just get to cooking, then we can talk. I've got a few other things to share with you, to show you in my kitchen today. Let me switch the oven on. Last year I was so in love, oh, just undid my top, don't want to do that. Last year I was so in love with baked apples that I actually bought this. I actually got one of these little tools to like core the apple. This is definitely not my breakfast. This is just a little taste of something before I have my real breakfast. I just love, oh my God, love it. How come something so simple tastes so delicious? I used some coconut yogurt and I put some walnuts on top as well and some extra cinnamon. Also dusted the apple with cinnamon. Baked apples, you are the one. In the last brunch recipe video, I asked you guys if you wanted to see how I prepare beans from scratch. So last night I was lying in bed and I was like, oh my God, let me put my beans to soak. So I grabbed the beans, I put them to soak, and this is what they are looking like now. I usually cover the whole bowl with water because obviously the beans expand, they grow, so you still want to make sure that they're covered once they have grown, like they're not just like kind of sitting in dry air, if you know what I mean. I'd say they've kind of like doubled in size. I'm gonna give them a good wash and rinse and then I'll show you the other steps. We've washed the beans. Now we need to put them into, I'm using a pressure cooker. If you're using a saucepan, it's gonna take a lot longer. This is gonna speed up the cooking time of beans drastically. If you're used to cooking them in the saucepan, then you use a pressure cooker, honestly, you would just not go back. I like to be quite generous with the salt. Then you want some clean water. So the special secret to getting the softest beans, in my opinion, is to add this really special Japanese sea vegetable. It's called kombu. I use the Clear Spring brand and it looks something like this. It's just kind of like, you can tear it apart. You actually don't need a lot. I could probably use like half of this strip that I just pulled out. So just put a little bit of kombu. Again, like the beans, the kombu is going to expand. So kombu is known to make beans a lot easier to digest. A really super interesting fact is that it's really high in iodine, so people use it to support thyroid health. I'm gonna just put this tiny bit in. So we've got the soaked beans, salt, water, kombu. The beans usually cook for about, I say about 25 minutes, depending on what pressure cooker you're cooking. Some cook them super speedy. Yeah, I'd say with this one, butter beans, after about like, I don't know, like at least a 12-hour soak, they'll cook in about 25 to 30 minutes. This is how the beans will look once they are cooked. If you could only like taste and like feel the bean through the screen, these beans are so soft, like melt in the mouth type beans. I never ever throw the kombu away. I always either eat it as it is, or I will like add it to whatever I'm eating, but it's such a nutritional powerhouse, like you just do not want to waste it. I just go ahead and I store my beans with the water intact. I just store them in a glass container of some sort. So when I cook up a big batch of beans like this, it just makes it so much easier to prepare meals during the week. You know, I was putting these butter beans to use straight away. So tonight I fancied just I don't know, it was just like a random dish that I cooked, that I threw together. Had that red curry and I just roasted that to begin with. Had no idea what I was doing, but just kind of like just went with the flow. I love cooking with ghee in the colder months. There's something so comforting about it. Added all of my spice seeds, onions, garlic and ginger, my fresh tomatoes, lots and lots of seasoning, threw those butter beans in. Also wanted some extra plant protein, just an extra kick. So added in these shop bought pre-cooked lentils, cooked everything down, finished with some coconut milk. I feel like I've shared so many similar recipes to this. If you search on my YouTube channel, you will find lots and lots of inspiration, like similar to what I've just cooked. But if you really do want the recipe, let me know. I was advised to steep my herbs the night before just so they have like extra strength. So they're very like potent and they actually do something because that's why I'm using them. I put my herbs to steep, so I will be drinking them in the morning. If you want to ask me any questions about this video, drop me a comment. Let me know if you're interested in the water drop filter. Let me know what you think of it. I will see you in my next video. Take care until the next one. See ya.